when I think about an athlete, I like to think about a table that has 3 legs. And the taller the table, the better the athlete. So, I know some of us understand that some of us are born, it's a pretty high table. It's like our genetic, born with some good genetic gifts. I personally was a pretty low table to begin with. So, how I increase that table is to work on all 3 of my legs. First leg is my sport. You gotta play your sport to get better. So we're cheerleaders. All of us here are cheerleaders or softball players. You have to do your sport. Those are what we like to call our tactile skills. So when you throw a girl in the air, that's a skill. You have to master that skill. If you're learning how to throw a pitch, that's a skill. You have to master that skill. However, if we only play our sport, my table, that one leg is gonna grow, and my table becomes slanted. And then you know what's gonna happen? Either my table breaks and I get injured, or I plateau and I'm never gonna be the best athlete that I can be. So that's my one leg. My other leg are my technical skills. And I like to think of, for a cheerleader perspective, let's think, what about, it doesn't matter how many times I practice how I throw up a girl in the air. If I'm not strong enough to do it, she's only gonna go so high. So we have to work on our body's technical ability to produce force and throw her up there, and my endurance to continually be able to do that throughout a routine. Because if I can do it once, but then I die out, how good is that? So there's more to that I'm gonna get into, but that's my second leg. So all right, cool, I'm working on my technical skills, my tactical skills, but my table is still gonna end up being slanted. So where's that third leg? My third leg is what I like to call recovery, because technical and tactical skills are stress. The only way to get your body to improve is to stress your body. However, there is no improvement, there is no growth of the table without working on your recovery. And there's 2 main ways to work on your recovery. Number 1 is sleep. Girls your age, you should be sleeping around 8 to 10 hours a night. I know, most of you are like, oh my goodness, but I have school. Trust me, all of our athletes tell us how many hours they sleep. Sometimes I get a 3. I'm like, that's a nap. That is not sleep. But you have to understand there's a trade-off. The only time that your body's able to get better is when you're recovering. So if you're not sleeping, you have to accept, okay, all that hard work I did, I'm not gonna get the results that I could if I actually slept that amount of time. It's really that simple. So understand that if you're like, I'm gonna stay up late and study, well, there's actually science to it, you're probably not gonna retain that information, but do you, and understand that there's that trade-off. Number 2, this is one of my favorite things to talk about, that's your nutrition. Nutrition is real simple. If you're not eating enough food, you're not gonna recover. If you're eating too much food, your body composition probably is not gonna reflect all that hard work you're doing with your other 2 skills. So that's your recovery aspect.